In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Oh, shit. Let the music run for just a second. I have nothing to drink. Give me one moment. No, J-Bra, I did not grab diet jizz. Well, can you see me? Oh my God, I'm a floating head. Welcome to the show, boys and girls. Whoa, steel toe time. I know, Elzabelza, I remembered to put my pants on. I'm watching the Rumble chat. Once the show gets going, I won't be watching the chat as much, but I'm watching it now. Not going to let you animals get away with your diet jizz jokes. And me not forgetting to put my pants on. No, Taste Fairy, this is not one of April's old hoodies. I miss her so much. I honestly, like I've been saying, like people ask, they're like, what do you think of all this stuff? And I'm really sick of commenting on it already, but people go, what do you think of this stuff? And I don't feel anything about it because honest to God, I just tell them, I go, I don't know that person. Like that is just, I don't know that human being. Like I'm ashamed of what that became. It's just I think what it is, I shouldn't say ashamed. Pity. I think pity is the word. But some days look, some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail. That doesn't really fit here. Welcome to the show. Do you like the new 3rd Street Brewhouse 150-year Minnesota Gold can? I like it. I like the new look. Welcome to the program. We've got a really good one tonight, man. If you're one of the MAGA kids, holy shit, are you happy today? Holy shit. I mean, it has been, dude, I'm telling you, you know how I've been saying, like, I picked Trump because, like, for me, it's like he's better than the other option, but I'm not, like, full-on MAGA guy. This might be shitty. This might make some of you sick. I think I'm full-on MAGA for this term. I really am. I'm 1,000%. This is what I wanted term 1 to be. This is what I wanted Trump term 1 to be. I wanted it to be him nominating complete fucking lunatics. And that's what he's doing. He's nominating psychos. And I love it. Vivek's going to be there. Elon's going to be there. Fucking they're putting Matt Gaetz in there. Pete Hegseth. That they're going to put that crazy dude on the border who's like, round him the fuck up. I don't give a shit. I love that. They're putting the Dakotas lady in there. What is it? What's her name? Not Nancy. I was going to say Nancy Grace. What the fuck? What is it? Why can't I think of the Dakota? Kristi Noem. They put Kristi Noem in there. Dude, Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. That's going to be fucking wild. Yeah. Thank you, Taste Fairy. Iolto. That's what it is. Iolto. It's a puppy killer. Yeah, puppy killer. Nah, Governor Puppy Killer. No, Anonymous. It is not Christy Jizz. I don't believe that's the case. I tell you what, guys. I know I'm setting myself up to be really disappointed. I know I'm setting myself up to sit here in 4 years and go, I didn't do half the shit he said he was going to do. I don't care. Like right now, it's good. Right now, I'm a happy guy. I'm also still catching my breath from running up and down the stairs. Can you believe it? All right, let's go to funeral director. We got people throwing money at us already. It is a 195 kind of night. The morning show goal went over. So you guys got a little $5 taste. Go to that PayPal, go to that Venmo. We've had a perfect week so far. We've got 2 more goals left on YouTube for the week, tonight and tomorrow morning. Johnny will be back tomorrow morning. So here's what I say. I say get retarded. I say if you got 50, throw 50. If you got a hundo, throw a hundo. If you want to get fucking weird, get weird. Throw us an ungodly amount of cash. Let's hammer out this goal early. Let's celebrate. Lots of mag. Dude, a friendship has potentially been rekindled. And we can talk about that tonight. Because some fucking big mouth guinea couldn't shut his goddamn trap. What can I tell you? It's just, I don't know. I didn't want to tell anybody. Like I didn't want to blab. I didn't think it was something to be made public. But I don't care either. Like it's not something I was like, don't tell anybody, don't say anything. But yeah. Geno was talking on In Hot Water today. And my name came up. And I guess people found out something because I've been getting messages now. I went and checked my DMs and people are like, is this true? Oh my God, is this really it? Life is like pro wrestling, dude. It really is. It is like pro wrestling. All right, let's do this. I got super chats and Rumble rants to get through. Throw into PayPal, throw into Rumble. Let's keep this party kicking, guys. Thank you very much. We can do it $2 at a time. That's fine, too. Whoops. I put the wrong number up there for the Rumble crowd. We got Trump shit to cover tonight. We got friendships to cover tonight. Let's get into it. Funeral director with $2 says Geno's beta, small P, no muscle, no brain, frizz hair. Well, he is approaching a senior citizen. You got to give Geno a little bit of a break, you know? Buffalo Jockey with $1 says, you're not ashamed. You're just disappointed, like most dads would be. Pakistan with $1.99. Hey, what does he mean by this? He says, big show tonight. Get that goal. Hashtag cuck. You know, that hurts. That really, really hurts. I can't believe. I mean, in the literal sense, like the definition of a cuckold is you're in a relationship and you're sleeping and they're sleeping with somebody else. I mean, a lot of cucks were created in 2024. What can you do? You know what you can do if you ever find yourself being a cuck? Get the fuck out of there. Some of us do, most of us don't. That's just how it feels. Thank you very much, Pakistan. I appreciate that. I've also read from some trolls that they really don't like that I've kind of embraced that and made it a part of the show. Guys, one of these days you're going to get me. Know your enemy. One of these days you're going to understand me. I'm goofing around here. You know how you and your guy take the internet like it's fucking life itself? I'm fucking around over here. We're going to make cuck jokes. It's fine. It's part of my past. What do? Everybody fucks up. Never tasted cum, but I can understand where bitterness would cause people to make that shit up. But that doesn't mean we're not going to make drinking cum jokes. Who gives a shit? It's the internet. Everybody calm down. So those of you who don't like me and you want to make those jokes and then you get mad that I embrace them, come on. Come on, man. As Joe Biden would say, you're going to miss him, aren't you? No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says, does pineapple really make it taste better? I don't know. Apparently the only ones I tasted were cocaine flavored. Which never happened. Makes it taste like diarrhea. Wait a minute. Funeral director with $2 says, do you hunt or is that your boyfriend Mike's hoodie? Looks good. It's my boyfriend's hoodie. I hunt. I have not hunted this year. But the last 3 or 4 years, yes, I have been a hunter. Until it gets too fucking cold and then count me out. Kiff with $4.99 says it's toe time. It is indeed toe time, my friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 185 away from tonight. Oh, now Pakistan. See now, Pakistan. You're still not doing the joke thing. You're trying to make it serious, bud. Come on. Says 199. He says it's a joke till your kids get to middle school. One thing that might be bad is that might come up. But you know what? Probably not, because kids don't watch this shit. You should see the shit kids watch. They just don't, you know? But I will say this, Pakistan. I know I've got you, and I know you're desperate when you bring up kids. So thank you. I'll just put you right back in my pocket, buddy. $5 from TDR Shit Show. Says, I think he'll get more accomplished this term due to the Republicans having control of the House and Senate. Maybe, but he had control of the House and Senate for his first 2 years last time. What's really going to do it this time around is that he has absolutely no reason to make anybody happy. He has no re-election to run for. This is it. Balls to the walls. Fuck it. I think these next 2 years could be wild. Green Tobacco with $2. Says, please say it. All right. Wow. There you go. Funeral director with $2 says, if a toe didn't do blow, then a hoe wouldn't have to go. Wow. You know what? That was beautiful. That was actually poetic. $1 from Approachable says, don't you fucking dare. You cannot call yourself a hunter. You were a guy who went and sat in the woods. If you were forced to hunt to survive, you'd be dead within a week. Fair enough. Fair enough. 199 from Kip says, send Oz the link. We got to get Oz in here, man. You're right. We've got to get Oz in here. Uh-oh, Ray's girlfriend is mad now, too. God, I really get it. I fucking got you guys. No offense, man. I've got you. Ray's girlfriend. Surely no kids will Google Imholt. Delusional. Look, you can't stop what's coming. You know? You can just admit you did wrong. Move on, try your best. That's all you can do. And then we laugh about it. We have a good time. If laughing about those things makes you upset with me, there's plenty of other options. Or stay here and let me make you mad. I like that part. Final Boss with $199. Wow. Thank you very much. That was a shitload that just came in. It looks like we got to knock 10 more off. Holy shit. Thank you guys for the rush of contributions coming early on in the program. Coming? Oh my God. Hold on. I have to take a break. I'm sweating too much. PayPal and Streamlabs, as well as Venmo, also available. You guys are the absolute best. SP just texted me, I look forward to the day you take me hunting. LOL, hunter. All right, fuck you. Now we're going hunting. You ready to go hunting this weekend? We're gonna get a license. I know how to do that. I know we're gonna get a firearm somewhere, and we're gonna go hunting. That's what we're gonna do. I feel like I've been challenged. Oh boy. Someone says, get that big mouth Dago Corey on the show. Hey, don't fucking tempt me. I like Corey. I'd love to have him on the show. Davy Cakes. with $4.99 says, it's amazing how much better this is when you don't mention that garbage. Keep it up. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been really impressed with our ability to do that, and we've driven a lot of people crazy with it as well. Now, this is a fake one. $1.99, I'm sorry. I do not accept. Ray's girlfriend with $2, still seething, still mad at the toe. Not about you, about your kids. Terrible father. Yep, I was. I certainly was a terrible father. And guess what? Doing great. Doing much better now. Thank you for your concern, though. No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says, I just love making gay jokes. See? Exactly. Calm down. You know, it's just the internet. It's just a show. And also, ping, like with all this, with all of your shit bouncing off me, wouldn't it be better if you just laughed with me? Otherwise, you're the only angry one in the room. And I'm playing with you like a chew toy. $4.99 from Lou's Busted Teeth says, your kids won't laugh about taking them to a coke house. I certainly hope they don't laugh about that. That would be fucking terrible. Thank you for the $5. $1.99 from Pakistan says, you won't be able to go gun hunting next year. Look, I'm not going to comment on that, but you DM me, I'll make you a bet. I'll make you a bet. Pakistan. And I don't want you to seethe about it either. Don't get mad. That's the thing. Like, another win for the toe has become a real thing. And I swear to God, I just sit here. Like, I don't do anything. Nothing. At some point, some of you are going to realize that maybe you've overplayed your hand. That's all. Kiff with $1.99 says, you're more of a hunter like Biden than a woodsman. Wait a minute. Oh, because of the crack and yeah. I get that. Oh, Ray's girlfriend. Hey, everybody, take a look at Ray's girlfriend. In their final attempt to try and wipe the smile off the toe's face, in their final fit of rage, with $2, they write, and guys, this is pathetic. This is bad. Your son is slower than my boyfriend. Ooh, that's what we call taking an L, Ray's girlfriend. And you're like an anonymous person. You didn't have to get that upset. But you did, didn't you? And you didn't have to. Hey, fun fucking with you. I'm sorry whatever's not going your way isn't going your way. I'll pray for you. $160 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much to Buffalo Jockey with $1. He says, holy shit, that camo works. I can't even see your massive man tits. Hey, wait a minute. Rusty Grammar with $1 says, if you don't reinstate Approachable's mod on Rumble and YouTube, I'm done listening. Did he ever have one on Rumble? Approachable, throw us $1 over on YouTube so I can see you, and then I'll throw it back at you. How's that? Oh boy, we got you guys. I'm sorry. First 15 minutes of the toe, and I've just been, boom, one after the other, just body bagging you. And the audience, too. The listeners are having fun with you. Cheeseburger Spy with $2 says, Aaron's son is just as fat as his dad. That doesn't rhyme with this. It doesn't rhyme.
I'll fucking kill you, you fucking faggot.
That doesn't... What is that? I know what Cheeseburger Spy was going for with that one. By the way, my son is skinny dude. Like he's in. I'm envious of my boy. He's in good shape. MSO says fake donos are early tonight. Yeah, all those fake donos coming in, MSO. I know. What's the deal, right? Thank you guys very much. Hit the PayPal, hit the Venmo as well, and then we can finish this thing up real nice and quick. SP writes, I can get a gun and a license. Can you? Yes. Of course I can. Oh, that hurts my... Now that one hurt. That one hurt. Oh, man. So Jeff Jordan says, let's all pray for Ray's girlfriend. I don't think you can pray that away. I think that's a bitterness that doesn't wash off. But cheers anyway. I'm unshakable, man. I'm in too good of a mood. Did you see these fucking appointments that were made today? Did you see? And Zelensky, oh my God, Zelensky's losing his mind. We're going to talk about this on tomorrow's show. Johnny's going to be on with us, by the way. Zelensky is so freaked out about Trump not giving more money to Ukraine that Ukraine's now trying to develop a nuke. They're trying to get their hands on nuclear weapons because they'd rather launch nukes than make peace. But remember, we're on the side of democracy and freedom. April's Missing Orgasm says, SP Zinger, she's co-hosting soon. No. Bapa Shab says, won't be hard. They can just talk to Israel. Well, also, aren't there those breakaway old Soviet republics who have like suitcase nukes just laying around? They can just hand it to you. Try that. Try that next. 160 away from tonight. Thank you guys very much. Holy shit, have you been knocking it out early? Keep her going. Now that we backhanded all the hate and taken their money, why don't we just take all the fans now, have them throw all their rumbles and PayPals and Venmos in? We'll get this thing knocked out in no time. Miss Tay says, play my favorite sound grab of KB. It's for flat broke Geno. Hey.
I'll fucking kill you, you fucking faggot.
There you go. Old KB. He's a legend. And Sarah Silverman was just talking about him on a podcast. We played that this morning. Wow. Yeah, Bapa Shab with a great point. Israel, a nation with nuclear weapons that won't declare that they have nuclear weapons. They're the only country in the world that gets to do that. If North Korea did that, we'd be sanctioning them. We'd be embargoing them. There'd be all kinds of, oh, wait, we already do. But Israel gets to go. We go, hey, do you guys have nukes? And they're like, bro, no, we don't have any nukes. Are you sure? What's that in that silo there? Lunch? Why? That looks like a nuke. No, would we? I mean, come on. Come on, it's Israel. We're Jews. Would we be duplicitous and double dealing? Stop it. Would we be unclear and obfuscate the truth to confuse you? We're friends. Come on. Come on. All right, guys, let's get it started. Let's start with this crazy fucking shit. So, I started getting DMs today. When I came down here to get the show set up, I came down here to set up the stream. And DM after DM after DM. And they were sending this clip to me. And they were going, is this true? Is this true? Is this a work? Everyone, that's the thing, that gay dabble verse. Like, I'm playing in the sector and shit and all this other stuff. They're a little more normal. The Dabbleverse people are fucking, they've lost their minds. They've been broken. I mean, Dabbleverse people are fucking broken from the internet. And they think everything's a work. So people are sending me this thing and they're like, is this a work? Is this a work? I'm like, I don't really do works. Works are gay. Works are for pro wrestling. If you're in pro wrestling, you can do a work. If you do a show on the internet and you do works, that means you just don't have any talent. So Geno was doing In Hot Water today. He was doing his show. And this comes up. Uncle Baby Billy's Health Elixir sent him $2. And we got this clip. And now, Mr. Approachable, this is not drama. This is about me.
It was before we were.
And she got mouthy, remember, Bill?
I know,
well, yeah, yeah.
It was after, I think I did Gordon, and then I was like, holy moly.
Wait, which night was that?
It wasn't a night, it was like 10 a.m.
Yeah, probably. That's a good time. Yeah.
Why is Bill Schultz like in his 50s and he looks younger than I do? That annoys the shit out of me, I gotta be honest.
Uncle glad you and Aaron, that's Aaron. I made peace with both Aarons. It's great being a dude. Let me tell you, women...
Is it? You taste each other's cum, you forgive one another, life goes on. It's like a big Broadway musical where everybody gets AIDS at the end. It's Rent, really.
Whiskey, I get hot, tight whiskey on the right.
My lung.
But look, he fucking reached out and he just said, look, I'm really sorry that, you got dragged into this, basically. I hope I'm not speaking.
Oh, Aaron Burke.
No, me and Aaron fucking made up. Aaron Berg reached
God
out.
damn it, this is what I hate about all fucking Geno clips. You're going to see what the result of this is at the end of this clip. I'm not going to give anything away. But this is one thing that drives me fucking insane about Geno. And this is kind of Bill Schultz's fault, in fairness. Finish the fucking story, Cody Rhodes. Finish the damn thing. Bill Schultz knocked him off. He knocked him off kilter there. That's understandable. But don't knock Geno off kilter. He can't focus as it is. SP just sent me a text. You're drinking? What the hell? I had to grab something to drink real quick for the show. So I grabbed a beer. You guys have to forgive SP. Her family raised her Quaker. And so, it's, culturally, there are different cultural norms, I believe is what Joe Biden calls them.
When I was putting the old episodes of In Hot Water on, and he's like, dude, what we did was great. Don't share those with anyone. And I said, okay.
Wait, no, you should.
Which, by the way, that is Aaron Berg basically going, hey, those old In Hot Waters were great. But I'm trying to be a mainstream comic now. And in a lot of these episodes, I'm wearing a gorilla suit and talking in a black accent and being a stereotypical hood black. And my name is Harambe Jenkins. Love those shows, Geno. They were great. Please don't put them up and ruin my career. Basically, what Aaron Berg's trying to tell Geno is, great show, Geno. Don't ever fucking do it again. Let's finish this up.
Share them.
No, the ones with him, if he doesn't want them shared, I won't. You know what I mean?
But why?
Also, where he plays a character called ISIS Faggot. That was, dude, honestly, before I ever did shows for Compound, and I would watch it regularly, In Hot Water with Aaron and Geno was one of my favorite shows because I had to see what character was going on that day. Back when Compound had Anthony, Gavin, Legion of Skanks, and Geno and Aaron. I think they had all those shows at one point. I had to tune into In Hot Water every day because Aaron Berg would play these fucking characters, and they were incredible. There was ISIS Faggot was my favorite. Harambe Jenkins was my second favorite. And then there was a redneck character and something else. They were good. Let's continue on here with you. I've interrupted enough. I got super chats to get to, and thank you guys for your contributions.
Hey,
You know,
that was kind of legend.
well, first of all, people are watching them.
I
because
hate
there's
to say,
some-
Joe and I kind of rode your coattails
Yeah.
on some of those classic.
Oh, they were great.
Yeah.
They were great, but Aaron doesn't want them shown. So I'm like,
why?
because he doesn't want them, because a lot of them are like dirtier than he needs to be. And
Yeah, but you can.
Yes, exactly. When he plays a character called ISIS Faggot, who's a Muslim, and he talks about people making love to him in his back pussy, probably not what Aaron Berg needs out there right now.
That shit.
I don't want. I want him. And
Okay.
look, I'm not complaining. Everything happens for a reason. He reached out. He's like, let's grab a cigar and catch up, and we did, and we're buddies. Same thing
I
with
love
this,
it.
Aaron.
I love
Aaron
it.
knows he's fucking like.
That's very sweet.
Look, Aaron fucked up, but he knows it. Now I think I'm speaking out of school and getting too into it. But
Geno, don't speak for me. No, I've said on my own show that I've fucked up, and I need to. I'm on the road to redemption, as it were. I'm on my redemption arc, but it's a very long arc, and I'm not. I haven't reached the crest of it yet. But you can just kind of tell, week after week, month by month. You can see, especially the internet vibe, that arc it's still rising. Every week there's another person going, look, I think this Aaron guy's a fucking queer, but he's doing this and he's doing that, and at least like there's a lot of at least with me. And I appreciate that.
asked me, Aaron, another guy you don't know, Steel Toe was like, God, I fucked up and I got a long way back, but he's much further along the long way back than the three people he left in his wake. That's a fair statement, right, baby?
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Did you hear that? Did you hear Keanu Thompson's voice? Do you remember the shit that Keanu Thompson was saying about me, what, a month ago? maybe 3 weeks ago, Keanu was saying about me? Did you think 3 weeks ago that 3 weeks from then, you would hear Geno Bisconte on his show go, Aaron's a lot further along than the people he left in his wake, and he admits he fucked up, and he's climbing out of it. Is that a fair statement, baby? And Keanu would say, yes. What the fuck is going on? What the hell?
But if you want to talk about sucking Jew dicks,
No, I don't. Why would you?
Perfect way to put it.
Don't know what that
means.
means.
But he's like, I'm sorry, and I'm like, no problem, dude. And I said, I hope everything works out for you, and I'm worried about your ex. And he's like, I know, and you go from there. But it's great being a dude, and watch us. I hope he makes $1 million. But unlike fucking Nick Rekieta, I mean it because I'm friends with him again, and I can borrow money from him, right?
Gino, I have terrible news. If you think after hanging out with fucking lunatics and getting divorced and all of that I'm fucking rolling in dough right now, I will be. Everything will be fine again. We got some things to pay off. As my boomer father once said, easy monthly payments.
Aaron,
wait, can I borrow money?
well, you have to first you have to get into a 3-month fight with him and then make up.
Was it 3 months? 1, 2, just about middle of August. Yep.
I'm drinking warmed milk. I'm a hard man.
There's something to be said. If I can make up with Aaron, then Rekieta's the monster.
Yeah, and there's
Whoa! Wow! Did you hear that? Whoa! If I can... What the fuck? What did Keanu say?
There's something to be said. If I can make up with Aaron, then Rekieta's the monster.
yeah, and there's so much more to tell, but it's not my place to tell. And I don't mean about Aaron or April. I mean about Keith.
Yeah, all right. I think that's where we can probably shut her down for now. Well, so that, that's the news that I came down to the studio to was Geno, people sending me DMs going, did you see what Geno said? And I'm like, no. So I went and looked, and sure as shit, that's what Geno said. What the fuck? So yeah, I haven't spoken to Geno. I haven't voice to voice. I've DM'd with him. It's nice to be talking to the guy again. Look, man, I can't get too much into specifics. But what I can say, here. There we go. What I can say is that sometimes there are, I don't want to call them misunderstandings. That's such a cop-out word. Sometimes people who are friends, they have misses. They miss. And your momentum just takes one person one way and one person the other. And you have that thought in the back of your head. You're like, don't fight them on this. Don't chase them on this. They'll see, Don't tell people what to think. Don't tell people what to feel. Let them be. And, I hate to do the whole, if it let it go, if it comes back and blah, blah, blah. But sort of a little bit. And in this case, time passed, truth revealed, and there was a lot of understanding. Put it that way. Now, there's some things that Geno and I cannot talk about with each other, and we don't. But it's nice to be back on that arc of being cool with him again, because I genuinely, people always say that you only hung out with him twice. But dude, we hung out with my boys and we were golfing. We were going to football games. We were, watching on Monday. We just sat there after the show watching football post-game shit for about 4 hours before we went to another bar. Like, I don't know. He was a fun guy, smoking cigars together. It's just a fun guy to hang out with. And you don't like having people like that on your bad side. Because, they're genuinely, and I always said that, even when things were weird. I said, Geno's a good time. Geno's a fun guy to hang out with. So, look, sometimes reality just plays out. Life plays out. And it just, if you have a miss, it all gets brought back, So, that's what I can say. I've addressed it there. It's just a lot of people were writing to me about it. Uncle Baby Billy's Health Elixir. That's the guy who sent Geno the super chat. Sends us $2. Says, I'm glad you and Geno made peace. I did tell them, though, I said, when my boy returns, if he should be hit by a car crossing the street, or he should be struck by a bolt of lightning, I will hold you and Keanu personally responsible. Just had to do something Guinea because it's them. 199 from Kiff. He says, never forget you can work yourself into shoots. That's why you don't do works. So you don't work yourself into a shoot. Mr. Approachable with $5. Oh, here we go. Mr. Approachable. There you go, buddy. Mr. Approachable's got power now. I trust him. He says, wow, you kissed and made up with Geno. You seriously can't go more than a couple months without a dick to suck, can you? I thought it was a nice story. Hutch Not Starsky with $5 says, me and my buddy Iggy see a post where Geno makes about the toe. I have to tag it.
I'll fucking kill you, you fucking faggot.
There you go. Pakistan with $1.99 says, put this towards your credit card bills. Well, the goal just goes towards Steel Toe Media. I take a paycheck from Steel Toe Media. That doesn't change. Like I said, my goal in 2025 is to take a pay cut. That's my goal in 2025. Cut my own pay. Wouldn't that be something? Is that ever a goal for you? That's not a goal for you in your life, is it? Like this year, I'm going to take a pay cut. That's my goal this year. Or in the next 365 days. J. Brock Contrarian says, Geno back for Rumble Friday. I think we're a little early in the game for that. I think it's a little early in the game. Plus, there's other things that need to play out and get taken care of before we can even entertain that sort of thing. $1 from Approachable says, I'm going to go on record right now and say those two douchebags will fuck you over again. I give it less than 2 years, and that's being generous. Wow. J. Brock Contrarian says, will you take a gay cut in the next 365 days? I don't think so. But, a man changes over time. $10 from Long Balls. He says, take this money. My kids don't need penicillin. With my history, I might. So thank you for the $10. AIL with $5 says, congratulations on your many consecutive wins. It's easy on the way. Look, I'm like I said, I don't have to do anything for these quote unquote wins. They just kind of happen. But thank you very much. Birdman with $2 says, how long before you eat Geno's cream sauce? I'm not gonna eat Geno's cream sauce. Thank you very much. Boys and girls, we are $140 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very much. You guys have been knocking it down real nice and sweet. Keep it going. And like I said, let's see if let's take this thing out like early tonight. That would be fun. That would make it perfect for the evening shows. Knocked out all our evening shows for the week. 715 writes, did you apologize for all the dunking you did on their wedding cake? I didn't dunk on their wedding cake. I was actually really nice about their wedding cake, in fairness. 320 writes, what's Amelia Earhart doing, Geno? What's Amelia Earhart doing? Trump 45-1 banned me, says Aaron, some wrench has blocked or banned me right after Sweet Rusty Grammar said he liked my name. My posts don't post. I keep trying. They're right there, buddy. Hey, wait a minute. Who just removed you, fucking asshole? Who did that? Who just did that? Rusty, you piece of shit. God damn. If you're in YouTube right now, Trump 45-1 banned me, who's, I like him. He just wrote in the Rumble chat, and he said, Aaron, I don't think my posts are posting. And I'm like, yeah, I was about to tell him, yeah, they are. They're right there. I just read it. And as I was reading it, some fucking asshole banned him. You fucking dick. Oh. Who did that? Who did that? I need to know, and I need to know right but fucking now. Rusty says I trolled him back. That's not trolling. You were just a dick. All right. LOL, thank you for the $4.99. Long Balls, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. And Funeral Director with $5 says, Geno will fuck you. Geno and Canoe will fuck you over. I called it last time. Good luck and hope Canoe doesn't see bad press about you and wants to exploit it for 20 views. We are, as of right now, we are okay. Right? Life's too short to hold grudges and things like that. Here's what I think. 2024 was a fucked up year for me. And we're on the arc, you know? We're arcing upwards. 2024 was a fucked up year for me. A lot of people have given me grace. You don't return good grace with bad manners. And that shit will come back to visit you. So, in my opinion, it doesn't hurt to show some grace to others when a misunderstanding gets worked out. How's that? Bappa Shab says, arcing upwards right onto your face. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says, Aaron's going to get whiplash dealing with Giannu's team switching antics. You know what I think? Here's what I think happened. You want my real theory on what happened with Geno and Keanu? Here's my theory. I think what happened was they had their wedding, right? And I was a groomsman in their wedding. And I think they looked at the open bar. I think they looked at the food budget. I think they saw my name on there. And then I think they saw that April was a bit indisposed. And they went, we're heavy one groomsman. And he's probably going to eat and drink a lot. I mean, look at him. I think he could be a line item sacrifice. And I think that's what happened. Because notice, right after the wedding, even after we kind of giggled at their cake, all this comes about. All this shit happens. I think it was a wedding. I think I was a wedding budget cut that it just got out of hand. That's all. Marshall Beaupre writes, you have no idea. Look, like I said, doesn't cost me anything to have a little grace, And I will say this, when everything first went down, those two were legit there for me when I was going through a hard time. So I fuck up, others fuck up, what do you do? Numero uno, Josh Denny fan, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, guys, we are 125 away from tonight's goal. Look at you. You guys have been just hot-shotting that goal tonight. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. 125 away. Just fucking load up the PayPal and the Venmo and let's just call it a win. close enough, right? Couple people go, I got 50 tonight. Let's do last evening show. If you're only an evening show viewer, 20 or 50 right about now, we'll be home free. Funeral director says wedding budget cut. Can't read. Wedding budget cut. They were traitors. Don't be a cuck. You're right, funeral director, because that'll spoil the redemption arc, right? You can't go back to being a cuck. That would be terrible. Brittany Boo says people have had grace with you. That's what I'm saying. People have had grace from you. Or for me. Yeah, I know, McBuster. She fell. Keanu did fall for a fake post from Ashley, but you know that. Look. People make mistakes. You know, people make mistakes. I know a lot of people look at me. They go, "Aaron, you are a fucking sucker." I know, but like I said, where would I be right now if people didn't show me grace? You know what I mean? Elon, all right, guys, let's get to the MAGA shit. Enough with this soap opera Nurse Nancy horse shit. Let's get to what we came here for, although this was a pretty good moneymaker for us. Papa Shab says, is SP weaning you off of cuck porn? You know, when I get pussy, there's no reason to be whacking off. So just get laid and you don't have to worry about any kind of horse shit. But, you know, I'll tell you this. Sometimes that front page can be fucking tricky. That's all I'll say. Brittany Boo becoming a member for 30 months. Guys, if you can't have fun with this shit, what the fuck are we doing here? Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are going to be running the Department of Government Efficiency. So, we've all been looking at this, and, like, I don't know about you, but I was pumped. I mean, we're going to be ripping up a bunch of really awesome Trump/MAGA type news tonight. It's really, really crazy. So, when we heard that there was going to be this new Department of Government Efficiency, and I'm assuming here's what I assume it'll be, here's what I worry it'll be. What I assume it will be is Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy being given authority to cut a bunch of shit out of the federal government. I mean, basically, remember when NASA brought Bruce Willis and his guys in Armageddon, and they had him show them that space drilling rig? And Bruce Willis and his guys just started tearing shit out of there. Like, they just started ripping stuff out and dumping it out. That's what I kind of want Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, to be, where they'll just be given the authority to look at different departments. Like, they'll get to come in like the two Bobs from Office Space and go, what exactly would you say it is you do here? And they'll say, Michael Bolton, for my money, it doesn't get any better than when he sings When a Man Loves a Woman. You know? So I hope that's what they're going to do. My worry is that it's the federal government, and I don't care if it's Trump, I don't care if it's Biden. If it's the federal government, I'm worried it'll be a bureaucracy that'll be created to do a thing, and it'll have the opposite effect of the thing it was meant to do. Like, it'll cost, $10 billion a year to run Doge, and they'll cut $7 billion worth of waste every year. That's my worry, is that this is like, hey, we're going to get rid of government waste, but first we're going to add more government. That makes me nervous. I don't like that. But it's an idea. It's something we haven't tried before. Maybe this time it'll work. All right? Besides, it's kind of a MAGA night tonight. There's been a lot of cool shit happening. So I don't want to be the turd in the punch bowl. So right now, I'm going to believe that Doge is going to be awesome. Elon and Vivek are going to take a fucking hatchet to the federal government, and we're going to save shitloads of money. Now, they're getting rid of the federal Department of Education as it is. That's, what did we find out? Like $150 billion a year. Boom, knocked right out of the deficit. That's great. Hopefully the Department of Government Efficiency isn't going to cost that much. So already we're operating at a surplus, and hopefully they can knock out, honestly, guys, I'm hoping they can knock out $500 billion a year. That's what I hope they can do. Kif with 199 says Doge is structured to dissolve itself. July 4th, 2026. Let's take a look at that so we can see what this thing is going to be and we can see what to expect from Doge. These are some of the this is a really long article. So we're adding about $1 trillion to our $36 trillion debt every 3 months and spends more on debt interest payments than the entire military. That's true. Well, here's the problem. My problem with Washington is they see that we pay more on the interest on the debt than we do on the military, and their answer is, why don't we spend more on the military? That annoys the shit out of me. But now, after this Supreme Court case that overturned Chevron deference, now it kind of gives the federal government a little more leeway to just rip shit out and just throw stuff in the garbage. So that might be kind of nice. Here's what Trump said today about the whole thing. He put something out. He sent out a media release. It says, I'm pleased to announce that the great Elon Musk, working in conjunction with American patriot Vivek Ramaswamy, will lead the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, little tip of the cap to Elon. Together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies, essential to the Save America movement. This will send shockwaves through the system and anyone involved in government waste, which is a lot of people. All right. It will become potentially the Manhattan Project of our time. Oh my God, we're going to drop nuclear weapons on our federal government. This next 4 years is going to be as lit as I thought it was going to be. We're starting with Doge tonight, guys, but buckle up. There's a lot of really awesome announcements that came down from the Trump administration today. And this is the Trump administration I wanted in 2016. Just fucking radicals and rebels in there running shit, and they just want to plow over the federal government. And I understand that things were different. In 2016, Trump had to think about getting reelected. In 2016, you still had Chevron deference. So that allowed the federal government to swell. Now it's a better time to do this. Am I skeptical? Yeah, but I can't afford to be right now because I want to be hopeful. It's been 4 years of despair. I want to hope that this guy can burn down the government the way he says he wants to. So they will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. So those of you who have said, man, I'd really like to see government run like a business, this might be for you. I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the federal bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency, and at the same time making life better for all Americans. Importantly, we will drive out the massive waste and fraud which exists throughout our annual, get ready, $6.5 trillion of government spending. They will work together to liberate our economy and make the U.S. government accountable to we the people. Their work will conclude, this is what Kiff was saying, their work will conclude no later than July 4th, 2026. A smaller government with more efficiency and less bureaucracy will be the perfect gift to America on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. I am confident they will succeed. There you go. I mean, I'm hoping, I'm really, if they're given authority to just slash and burn shit and they don't have to ask permission, I think that'll be great. I'm excited for it. Sign me up. And here's where I'm at. I will believe in it until it gives me a reason not to. If they don't give me a reason to hate this, then I'm not going to hate it. Like I can't afford to be fucking negative on this. You know? Oh, man. People are still writing about Geno in the Rumble chat. Jesus. End of Silence 808 says the real question is, when can we start hunting shit heel illegal immigrants? Oh, my God. That is not part of what that office is going to be doing, sir. How dare you? Oh, my God. I don't know. I just just for once, I want this shit to work. Just for once, I want a person who comes in and says, we're going to get rid of government waste, and they fucking do it. I've been hearing it my entire life. Here's some of the things the government does spend money on that maybe we can take a look at.
Gin to a sunfish versus tequila, which would make the sunfish more aggressive? Nearly $1 million.
Bro, is that a federal government project or something a bunch of college kids did? That sounds like a fucking awesome. Look, I don't like that they're using my tax dollars for it. That's not okay. But it's kind of a fun experiment, just getting sunfish fucked up and finding out which ones are angry drunks. I mean, hey. Just look, use your own money. That's all I'm saying. If you use your own money, then I'm cool with it. Just don't use mine.
Spent studying whether.
Or how about you don't spend $100,000 on it? Like I can just buy some shitty gin and some shitty tequila and we could party with the sunfish and we're out, what, 40, 50 bucks? Come on.
Whether or not Japanese quail, if you give them cocaine, whether or not they're more sexually promiscuous.
Yes. They just can't get hard.
Was it one small step for man or was it one small step for a man? And in the end, $750,000 later, they couldn't decide. Was it one step for man, one step for a man? $2 million for the construction of a kelp and shellfish nursery in Maine. $1.5 million to encourage video gaming in New York. We might be better off spending $1.5 million to discourage kids from playing video games.
How about we just don't spend $1.5 million? That's always an option. Look, I love Rand Paul, but that is a very politician attitude to have. Hey, we're spending $1.5 million on expanding the gaming industry. Why don't we spend $1.5 million? Like, ready? I've got it perfect. Democrat, Republican, Independent. Democrat. Let's spend $1.5 million on getting these kids to play video games. Republican. Let's take $1.5 million and tell those kids not to play video games and go outside. Independent. How about we just don't spend $1.5 million on video games? Or at all.
It's $388,000 for Columbia University. Be giving a rich university that has $13 billion any money. 249.
Holy shit, Columbia has what is it? An 18. Go back so I can see this shit. A $13.6 billion endowment. Yeah, don't even buy those guys a fucking sub sandwich.
$149,000 for the Baltimore Symphony. Give money to all the symphonies and we'd make them part of government.
Yeah, the what do they call it? The National Endowment for the Arts. I'd like to see that gotten rid of. I'd like to see that shit gone. That would be nice. But look, man, it's a big day. Jane says, is this a joke or AI? No, it's real. That's legit. That's the kind of shit that we spend our money on. $125 away from tonight's goal. You guys went on a fucking rush at the beginning of the show. Do me a favor. Finish it off. Get us down into double digits, and let's call this a big win for the Toe tonight. Huh? I appreciate you guys getting us down this quick. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. We're all in a good mood tonight. It's fucking MAGA time. Oh my God, there's almost 600 people watching the Toe right now. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, become a fan. Let's skip these two Black Spirit Airlines workers fighting each other until we get to, let's get through all the good Trump news. This one, dude, we were talking about this last night. We were hoping that this lady, fingers crossed, would have a spot in the Trump White House. And luckily, our prayers were answered today. Tulsi Gabbard is going to be the director of national intelligence. Fuck yes. I love these moves. Dude, let's not forget the coolest one. RFK Jr. in charge of health. Vivek and Elon taking an axe to government. They should steal the chainsaw gimmick from the Argentinian guy, and one of them can turn into a werewolf. Tulsi Gabbard leading intelligence. Good. Fuck these warmongering cunts, these shadow puppet government assholes. Marco Rubio, Secretary of State. It's fine. I can live with that. But Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence? Fuck yeah. Somebody saying white supremacy in action. Yeah. You got the what is she? Samoan, Polynesian, whatever. You got the Cuban guy. You got the South African. You got the Indian. Not really whitening things up very much is the Trump administration. And then we got this news today as well, and a lot of people were pumped about this one.
All right, we've got another Trump appointment, and this is one that is probably going to surprise a lot of people because he was not on any of the lists that were floating around out there. And there had been some discussion that President-elect Trump was having a little trouble making this final decision, or maybe this is the person he had in mind all along. But he has now nominated Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz as Attorney General of the United States. He just wrote this on Truth Social. Quote, Matt is a deep...
You fucking kiss ass. Already sucking the boss's dick. Tweet it out, you gutless coward. Gotta put it on Truth Social. Fucking Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. I thought he was gonna be Mr. Independent. Big balls Matt Gaetz. Big poofy hair Matt Gaetz. What's the first thing he does? Kisses the boss's ass.
Deeply gifted and tenacious attorney.
Oh, so now you don't like Elon Musk? Well, guess what? The Justice Department's about to get their fucking budget cut. You got doged, Gaetz. You got doged. I don't like this. I don't like Matt Gaetz going on Truth Social when the head of Doge is running Twitter. By the way, do we know what happened with Alex Jones today? Let's look that up after all this.
Trained at William and Mary College of Law, distinguished himself in Congress through his focus on achieving desperately needed reform at the Department of Justice. Few issues in America are more important than ending the partisan weaponization of our justice system. Matt will end weaponized government, protect our borders, dismantle...
Oh, Trump put this on Truth Social. Okay, then it's fine. Matt Gaetz isn't being a kiss ass. I take it back.
Criminal organizations and restore Americans' badly shattered faith and confidence in the Justice Department.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Remember, I was told by Sonny Hostin and Joy Behar that he was going to use the Justice Department to go after all of his enemies. What happened? What happened? What happened? What's the? I thought Trump was just going to throw everybody that didn't like him in prison. But this guy says he's going to end all that stuff. Wait a minute. By the way, do you know why nobody had Matt Gaetz on that short list for that job of Attorney General? Because all the people inside of Washington wanted Trump to pick like an insider, wanted to pick a swamper, basically. And I think he learned from 2016, fuck that, you can't listen to these people. Because Trump, I think Trump really got hamstrung by those people from day one. He listened to a lot of the inside people, and they were secretly keeping the swamp in business, and that's why he didn't get a lot of the shit he wanted to do done. But now that he doesn't have to run for re-election, I think a lot of these guys, I hope that they're going to be the renegades they always said they wanted to be when they were on the outside. Because the problem with a lot of these guys, they got big balls when they're on the outside, but when they get on the inside, they get a little sheepish. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that doesn't happen. We've got 125 away from tonight. Thank you guys for your generosity. Keep throwing it in there. We're halfway through tonight's show. Let's get it all knocked out and call it a win. I have something I want to do here real quick. Maybe we can have a steel toe moment here tonight. I don't think this is going to work. This will probably fail.
Your call has
been... shit. Okay. It might, you know what? We might get a call back before the show's over, so I don't want to say what that was, but I kind of knew that it was a bad time and that wasn't going to work. Oh, well. We might, there will be other chances. Anyway, 125 away from tonight. Let's do it, guys. Knock it out. Call it another win for the toe. Oh, wait a minute. I know. All right, let's, ooh. I am getting intel in my, I'm sorry, whenever I see a notice that I have a DM when I'm going into a story that's like on Twitter, I get distracted very easily. I apologize. I'm sorry. Let's go to this Spirit. So Spirit Airlines been having a hell of a week. First, they had the plane ride to Haiti, which some people just call the plane ride to hell. It's shorthand. You had the plane ride with Haiti. And after the plane ride with Haiti, the plane got riddled with bullets. That's not good. So after that, the FAA said, I think we're going to stop flying to Haiti, which the rest of us said, none of us really had plans on going to Haiti. So that would, I mean, if you want to do that, sure. But I think anybody who wants to go to Haiti should be allowed to go. And that's on you. You're taking your life into your own hands. So Spirit Airlines had the drive-by shooting fucking, stoop sideways pistol holding shooting in Haiti. And then at one of the, I think at the Philadelphia airport, the staff at Spirit Airlines. Now, if you think the people who fly Spirit are cheap trash, wait until you see how the employees are. Now, remember, this is the check-in spot. This is where you give your bags to them and you get all set up so you can take your carry-on. You can go through security. You can get to your terminal or you can get to your gate. You can sit down and wait for your flight or go have a bloody or something like that. This is what you have to go through first. Oh, this is the Philly airport. Here we go.
Bitch, don't play with me.
How would you like to be checking your bags in? This chick is walking. Now, first of all, you're flying Spirit, so you should kind of expect this. But you're flying Spirit. This lady's walking down. The other woman steps away from the computer where she's checking you in and goes, bitch, don't play with me. Meanwhile, you're sitting there with you and your wife or your girlfriend's suitcases, and you're like, look, I'm not trying to interrupt anything, but can we do this first? And then you two bitches can throw hands at each other and pull your weaves out because we're on a schedule. Yo, shut the fuck up. This Spirit Airlines, you will go when we tell you to go, motherfucker. Why you think you paid $45 for that ticket? You should be lucky you gonna get a chair to sit on. Shit.
Do not play with me. Do not play with me because I'm not the one nor the two. You're not the one or the two. Let's go. You ain't got shit done. You ain't gonna do nothing.
Is the young one calling the old one a hoe? Dude, they're cheap enough. The next time I fly, I'm going to buy a ticket for like Delta, but I'm also going to buy the cheapest Spirit ticket I can find just so I can go kind of observe them. Not blacks, I mean Spirit employees, but then again, 601, half dozen. Look, I get it. But I just want to go and observe the experience of flying Spirit.
Let's go. You ain't got shit done. You ain't gonna do nothing.
Why you keep speaking on me for nothing?
Like I said, keep my fucking name out your mouth, bitch.
Well, I tell you what, Will Smith brought that from strength to strength, didn't he? That keeping my name out your fucking mouth thing. It's a hot line. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping they just start throwing hands at each other right there at the check-in while people are standing there in line just going, while these two black ladies yell at each other, are we going to get our bags checked at all? Like, because it's two black women just screaming at each other this close to each other's face, nobody wants to say a word. If this were two white chicks, guarantee some dad would be standing there and he'd go, hey, why don't we just knock it off and get back to work, girls, huh? You'd get that. Problem is, these are not only two black ladies, but two black ladies who work at the airport. Not only two black ladies who work at the airport, two black ladies who work at the airport for Spirit. They will jump over that counter, rip your dick and balls off, and shove them in your mouth.
Mine is always in yours for some reason.
No, some reason.
It
Back
always
the fuck
is.
out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here before I slap the shit out of
You're
you.
not gonna snap
Fuck out of here before I slap the shit out of you. Boy, it's got to be fun working at the airport.
that shit.
Try me.
You think you're fucking tough? I'm not
Try
listening.
me. Try me, Tinky. I be done drop kick your ass.
I'll drop kick your ass. No offense, ma'am. You're a little top heavy for a drop kick. Kofi Kingston, you are not.
Fuck out of here, you dirty bitch.
I'm not dirty.
Yes, you are. Fuck out of here. You and your raggedy ass fucking bitch.
You and your ratty ass fucking bitch. My favorite part about this is that there's customers right in front of them. And they're just going, fuck you. You ain't shit. Keep my fucking name out your mouth, you ratty ass hoe. I'll fuck you up. And you're just like, this just must be what it's like to fly Spirit, because nobody here is going like, oh my God. Nobody here is going, hey, guys, girls, a little professionalism, please. Nope. It's just kind of par for the course at Spirit. Rest of you are supposed to get to the airport 2 hours before your flight. Spirit says 2 hours and 45 minutes, just in case our help is pulling each other's weave out when you're trying to check in.
Fuck out of here. Go suck a dick.
Go suck a dick.
Like I said what I said. And I said what I said. Please step to me like you want it. Go suck another dirty dick.
Go suck another dirty dick, implying that this woman knows that the younger gal has already sucked at least one dirty dick, if not others. The only thing that could have made this video better is if at the very end this woman went, go suck another dirty dick. Welcome to Spirit, sugar. What can I do for you? Can you set me up with her? My dick's clean. I think. I mean, it's been a weird year. Let's put it that way. But I'm pretty sure it's still a clean dick. I mean, what? Cleanish. Roots Calhoun says she's talking to you, Aaron. Oh, see, I wasn't aware. I thought she was talking to the other black lady. Buffalo Jockey with $5 says you don't need to go to a Spirit terminal for that experience. Go to any KFC, Chick-fil-A, or Popeyes for that particular fatherless experience. Wait a minute, Chick-fil-A? Bro, I don't think Chick-fil-A is gonna have. I mean, you might have a couple of Mennonites strangle a Catholic from, not going hard enough in the paint, but that's about all you're gonna get. That's about all you're gonna get. Deutsch Chad with $20. Holy monkey shit. Thank you very much, pal. That's very nice of you, Deutsch Chad. He says, here's another fake donation, buddy. You think the left is going to try to stop the transition? Look, man, I don't see how they can. I get it. I understand why you would say that. I understand why you would be skeptical. Look, man, I'm trying to find reasons not to be skeptical. I'm trying to find reasons to embrace this whole thing. Like, I'm being a team player, dude. Usually I'm Mr. I vote for someone, and then it's countdown until I hate them. This time around, it's important. I really believe this time around that something's going to be different. And again, if you're writing in right now and you're going, Aaron, you're fucking retarded. Fair. Totally fair. But I just have a feeling this time around, it's going to be different. Trump doesn't have to run for re-election again. He's putting in, I mean, you got to admit, he's building a great roster. Dude, RFK Jr., Elon, Vivek, Matt Gaetz, Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, Pete Hegseth. I like it, dude. It'll be interesting to see who he picks as the head of the Treasury Department. But so far, man, like I said, so far, this guy is knocking it out of the fucking park. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. SP just wrote me and said, you think your dick is clean? Fucking barf. Stay home. No, wait, what? No. I know my dick is clean. It's a very clean dick. I was just making I was making a funny so I could talking to the audience. I wasn't. I'll body wash it up extra nice. I'll use the nice smelly one. What do you say? $1.99 from Paul over on PayPal. He says, I have flown Spirit out of Cleveland. This is typical for most Spirit counters. The airplanes are hood rat specials. The next time I fly, I kind of want to fly Spirit now. Like, where's somewhere I can fly for cheap? I mean, not right now. I can't leave the state. That's not true. I can't leave the state without permission. If I call the court and I can go, hey, look, like that, like the not leaving the state thing when you're waiting for a case to get settled. Unfortunately, I know this now, but when you're waiting to get a case settled, they don't want you to leave the state and stay left. You know what I mean? So if you go like, hey, my kid has a recital in this state, or my kid's traveling basketball and we got to go here for the weekend, you call the court, you tell them, they'll go, all right, that's, that checks out. That's fine. They just don't want you going like, hey, I'm going to Florida, selling my house, catching a boat. What do you say? They'll be like, I don't think that's a good idea. Chaos Law with $1.99 says it's just their cultures, Aaron. Well, look. What does Joe Biden call it? Different cultural norms. Rusty Grammer says, is SP an alt-righter? Alt-right chicks are always the hottest, bro. She's kind of racist. Right? Does that answer your question? She's kind of racist. Jane says SP is very SP's a fucking smoke show. SP is very, 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 very pretty. I like. Oh my God, Jane says SP looks like a model. Oh my God. Triple N says she's a Quaker. That's wild, cuh. Anal's off the table then. I'm not an anal guy. I'm really not. I might, with the allegations of cum eating, you might think I'm into ass play too. Neither one of those things are things that I do. Despite the myriad accusations. Neither of them. Buffalo Jockey with $1 says you have to ask Slam Piece's father and the state for permission to marry her in Vegas. Classy, Nubuku. No, I actually like this one. If I marry her, we'll do it the real way. I'll give her a real wedding. Sorry, that's mean. That's not a nice thing to say. SP says, I'm so not a racist. You're not, but you'll laugh at my racism. Is that fair? Because here's the thing. My racism is cute because I don't think I really mean it. I shouldn't use the word think when I say that. What I'm saying is my racism is adorable because it's not real, It's cutesy. I'm not like Joe Scarborough or anything. Root says SP has a worse hairline than Aaron. SP's got a great hairline. She's got a wonderful hairline. I kind of broke from tradition, my tradition, on that one. Oh, by the way, thank you guys for all your contributions. You've got us down to 105 tonight. 105? Why don't you guys just go on a $100 rally right now and let's call this thing another win for the toe? I'd love it. Keep contributing. You guys are the best. I appreciate it. It's going real nice and easy tonight. Let's see it keep going that way. Wow. A lot of compliments coming in tonight. Not from me, but a lot of compliments. Actually, whoa. What is this? I just got some breaking news that I want to check on at the moment. I don't think so. Sorry, guys. I got some really interesting breaking news but I want to make sure it's legit before I, before I fucking go crazy. I don't think so. I think nope. I think the intel I just got is not accurate. See, old me, look at how I'm improving. Old me would have just ran with what I just read and gone, ooh, guys, I got something juicy. But I'm not seeing it. I don't. From 120. All right. Is this something I can play? This is a stream from 3 hours ago. Keanu's pop-up birthday stream. Something tells me I should be listening to this before we play it. If it gets too deep into anything, I'm going to have to pull the plug and listen to it and maybe cut it up later.
I don't know what he's saying. But however, emotional and sort of like bizarro abuse where I want you to be my side piece and live in my, I don't know, what shall we call it, a guest house.
Oh my God.
And also do all of your court things from my studio where everyone knows that you're there. Everybody online knows that's where Nick's studio is. And that's the only time he lets you come over unless Kayla's out of the house.
No. All right. I'm going to listen to this privately. You guys can, it's on Keanu Thompson's channel. I'm not going to get involved. This seems like it's between Keanu and a friend of hers. I'm not going to get involved in this kind of a thing. Breaking Baldo News just told me that, just sent me a link to this. I'm going to go ahead and pass, if you will. If you guys want to go watch Keanu's stream, she did one about 3 hours ago, and it sounds juicy. Keanu Thompson is the name of her channel. There we go. Sounds like that could get spicy. Dig Bick says, what's the status with you and Geno and Keanu? We've patched things up. I don't think anybody's flying out to anybody's house anytime soon, but there were some misunderstandings that I think we got cleared up. And I guess you could say cooler heads prevailed, if that makes sense. Whoa. Don't just send me shit and be like, play it from here. I got to know what the fuck's going on, boys and girls. We're probably, we're probably better off if you guys go ahead and listen to that. What can I say? Look, I'm not going to say anything without checking with Keanu first, but say I've been made aware of some. I've been made aware of some things that would make a lot of things make a lot of sense. How's that? One piece of advice I would give Keanu: give the Clippers permission to clip this stuff. Give the Clippers permission to clip this stuff. All right, 105 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very, very much. Go ahead, throw in a couple of bucks. Let's knock this thing out. Let's do some overtime. Speaking of overtime, Bill Maher. Bill Maher has an overtime segment on his show. Bill is going to surprise you here. I love this, man. I love it when Bill Maher breaks from liberals because I like Bill Maher. I always have. I'm never given up on Bill. In fact, you got to give credit to Bill Maher, even if you're really conservative and you hate him. He was one of the first lefties to break on COVID. weeks, if not maybe a month or two into the pandemic, he was saying, you got to open up the beaches. You got to open up the bars and the restaurants. This is fucking stupid. Keep the old people at home and let the young people go out and do their thing and keep the economy going. Bill Maher, to his credit, and I will not let people forget it, was one of the first lefties to take that position. Now, in this next clip we're going to show you, Bill Maher is actually refusing everyone's Trump Derangement Syndrome. And I have to say, I'm always, like I said, I'm always pleasantly surprised when Bill kind of bucks the left, so to speak. Let's check this one out.
You and I will have to just respectfully disagree. I think if we've never presidential candidates talking about people getting shot in a
of course.
He called.
Wait, presidential candidates talking about people being shot? How about people who say shit that gets the guy fucking actually shot? Holy Christ, are you out of your mind? Are you really going to pull the shot card and play it against Trump? He said that somebody should be shot or whatever. He was fucking shot because you guys wouldn't stop calling him Hitler. Well, that and the FBI set some kid up to shoot him because they wanted him dead, and then they also set up a guy to hide in the bushes at the golf course to kill him. Like some rando without help from the inside is going to be able to get set up at the president's golf course in the bushes with a rifle. Shut the fuck up.
For a military tribunal against her.
It's
like, again, he might not do it, but you don't want to normalize the notion that that's the kind of language.
What the fuck is this guy talking about? John Heilman's like an MSNBC guy. And John Heilman is doing this thing where he's like, oh, Trump might set up military tribunals. You pulled that right out of your ass. That didn't come from anywhere but your asshole. Oh, yeah, military tribunals for all his enemies. Says fucking who? If anyone's gone through a tribunal in the last 4 years, it's Donald Trump. You've thrown bullshit felonies on him. I know something about that. You've thrown untold amounts of civil cases on him, which, by the way, I don't know if you saw, we're going to talk about it on tomorrow's show, another great MAGA moment. Jack Smith has officially dropped his appeal in Donald Trump's case. It's over. It is Dunsky.
That's the kind of language that we want to have.
No, but that wasn't. But this is the problem with. I'm sorry, the far left, is that.
I'm not on the far left, but I don't think we should have presidential candidates
you're not
talking
going to
that
drag
way.
me into Trump derangement syndrome. It's not deranged to be upset and worried about the real things. Like he could be a fascist. He wants to be. I'm very. But if you're going to think I'm going to chase every rabbit down the hole for the next wait a second, for the next 4 years, you're wrong. I'm not going to.
I'm not telling you what to do for the next.
That's who he is. No, I'm just telling you. I did this once. I'm not going to do it again. That's who he is.
Okay.
If he talks about Arnold Palmer's or he makes it, or he says a bad word or says something that everybody thinks like there are whole countries, I'm not going to lose my about it.
Right. Thank you. Bill Maher could set himself up for the next 4 years as the reasonable lefty. Can you believe he talked about Arnold Palmer's dick? What does that have to do with anything? Who cares? He called a country a shithole. Well, what country? Was it Paris? No, it was Haiti. Well, it's a fucking shithole. Like, I love that we have to make ourselves stupid just to get offended by Donald Trump. Can you believe he called countries a shithole? What was one of them? Guatemala. Well, I mean, have you taken a look at Guatemala? Kind of a hole full of shit. Overflowing, some would even say.
Just not, because that is deranged.
That's
who he is.
Sure.
That's credit.
And then there's Dave Rubin. He always ruins my day. To me, here's what Dave Rubin is. Dave Rubin is the Republican Party's gay friend. Whenever anyone looks at the Republican Party and they go, nah, I think you guys are a little homophobic. They go, no, here's our homo. He's right here. Look at him. Sucks dick, sits on him, fucks buttholes. I mean, he's full blown. I mean, everything short of monkeypox and AIDS, this guy. Wears a helmet when he goes on a motorcycle. He's true queer. Aren't you? Come on. Hey, come on, Dave. Come on over. You probably want a martini, don't you? Just like that Blair White. She's the token trans. I know, look, she's not a biological woman, and we don't really like that thing in our party, but you could, oh my God, you could put your face between those tits and bounce a dime off that ass, couldn't you, boys? Come on, touch them. They feel real. God damn, isn't she beautiful? Show them your nipples, honey. What else do they have? Who's the right's black friend? They got a bunch of those. It used to be Alan West. Like, look at our 6'5" fucking black buddy we got. Now they got a few of them. They got the Hodge twins. Of course, Crowder, their other gay friend. But he's a little more, he's not as, he's not as hello as Dave Rubin. I think it's the Hodge twins is the Republican Party's black friend. So yeah, Dave Rubin, he never, like, if Dave Rubin ever said anything that had any merit, I would have remembered it. I think he's just there to be gay. Which, look, man, if you can make 6 figures a year just for, what you put in your mouth, him and Jared from Subway are the only 2 people who have gotten that kind of deal. Sleepless in Minnesota with $5 says Jack Smith is resigning before Trump takes office. Oh, why? Come and have some fun with us. Come on, Jack. Maybe there's a spot for you in the new administration. I bet you Trump needs a caddy. Do you imagine the golf courses that the president gets to play on? Shit. $100 away from today's goal. Thank you very, very much. $100 away from knocking it out today. Get on that PayPal. Get on that Venmo. Get on that Streamlabs. Let's hammer this shit out and call it another win for the toe. Only 100 away. Half hour left in the show. It's the last evening show of the week. So if we knock out this hundo, that's the last one. And it's a perfect week of evening shows. And we'll put 30 extra minutes up on the clock. Oh, boy. They're stuff. Boy, so we've been talking about the MAGA stuff today and how well it's going and Trump's wins and all that stuff. You know how we had this conspiracy theory about the Democrats that Joe Biden was trying to fuck them for kicking him out of the race? Well, I think now Nancy Pelosi might have confirmed it. Nancy Pelosi today, not on her deathbed, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. Nancy Pelosi said that Biden immediately endorsing Kamala Harris made an open primary impossible because they cut Joe loose, but the sitting president went, Kamala's the woman for the job. Let's put her in there. And I think he knew what he was doing because I don't think the Democrats wanted Kamala. First of all, they wouldn't let her do the Joe Rogan interview, and we found out why today. Her campaign was worried that it would upset progressives if she went on Rogan's show. Forget the 100 million other undecided voters or whatever, the voters that she would have reached on Joe Rogan by going on his podcast. They didn't want to upset the blue hairs, the cat ladies. They didn't want to piss them off by her going on Rogan. And you want to know why the left lost this election? That's why. Because they were beholden to the crazy people instead of expanding and trying to find new voters. Also, in a predominantly white country, basically telling white people you don't need their votes, that's not usually a winning strategy. So Kamala's campaign said we were afraid we'd lose progressives if she went on Rogan. Forget that you could gain moderates. And that's why the Republicans beat the Democrats. That's why Trump beat the Democrats, is because he appealed to people who were not traditionally Republican voters, Latinos, black people, women. He expanded the base. He expanded the tent, whereas Kamala went, I don't know if those septum-piercing lesbians aren't going to like me going on Rogan. I think I'll stay put and go have Beyonce come out to my rally instead. So Nancy Pelosi says that the Democrats wanted to have an open primary. They wanted to pick their candidate. And instead, instead of them having that and getting to pick it, Biden came out and he endorsed Kamala Harris, and then nothing. No primary. No, they were like, fuck, Joe endorsed her. Now we kind of have to roll with her. I don't think they wanted her. So is this Joe just being an idiot, or is this Joe Biden purposely handicapping Kamala Harris? Let's take a look. Oh, there's our girl. There's our Anna Kasparian. She's all right. Like I said, I think in the next 4 years, you're going to see her on the blaze.
You all to know about it, okay? So we found out over the weekend, thanks to Nancy Pelosi's interview with the New York Times on their podcast, The Daily, that the plan was to get Biden to, step down from the re-election bid. And then they were all planning an open primary. But Biden, 30 minutes after he dropped out of the race, decided to endorse Kamala Harris as a middle finger to the Democratic Party.
Yes, go Joe. I like that, actually. Not only because it gave Trump the election, I'll admit that, but also because as much as I'm frustrated by Joe Biden as president, they really did him dirty. And I like that he didn't take that shit lying down, that he told them to go fuck themselves, and he hamstrung them at every opportunity. I love that because they treated him like a doddering old golden retriever that they had to take out behind the barn. They took Grandpa's keys away and made him sit in the rocking chair. So he grabbed himself a shotgun and just started blasting holes in their house. I love that.
The other thing to know about Joe Biden is that their internal polling before he dropped out of the race indicated that if he stayed in the race, Donald Trump was going to win even more electoral college votes than he won against Kamala Harris.
Well, yeah. I mean, he probably would have won Virginia. Maybe could have won Minnesota. New Hampshire possibly in play. And what we found out was New Jersey was only a 5-point race. Wouldn't that be wild if Biden ran and it lost to the Democrats New Jersey?
But they didn't care. Okay, he remained in the race until it was, in my opinion, already incredibly late. And so he set up Kamala Harris for failure. He set up the Democratic Party for failure.
Yeah.
I also want to be clear that the Democratic Party specializes in failure. They're incompetent, they're pathetic, and they lied to the American people and thought that they would get away with it.
This is fun, dude. This is the most fun. This might be more fun than 2016. This might be Return of the Jedi more than A New Hope. I'm really digging this. They're all fighting each other, talking about how shitty they are and who fucked up. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's got fucking RFK Jr. taking fluoride out of the water. Tulsi Gabbard's running national intelligence, telling the CIA what the fuck to do. Matt Gaetz is the attorney fucking general, and fucking they built a house for Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk. This rules.
The cover-up on Biden's mental decline was very much real, and
there was no cover-up. First of all, Young Turks, take some fucking responsibility for that one. That was all you guys in the media refusing to see what was very blatantly fucking obvious. Remember when he'd been in there for like a year and he was at a hardware store and he was staring and he clearly didn't know where the fuck he was? Or when he fell off that bike in Delaware? Or when he kept falling up the stairs getting on Air Force One? Or he kept calling reporters by the wrong name? Kept calling world leaders dead world leaders' names? Like, we knew. They didn't hide it. They didn't cover up that Biden was retarded. We all knew. You guys purposely lied to people because you thought you could carry him across the finish line. So easy on that cover-up shit.
the fact that the party overall felt the need to lie to the American people and their own base goes to show you how little respect they have for their own voters.
All right. Fuck. No, okay. I had Anna's back until the very end there. That last part's kind of bullshit. We all told you. We all said that it was happening. We all said that this whole deal was, that Biden was stupid. That Joe Biden, was losing his mental faculties, and the media said, no. Everyone we talk to says behind the scenes, he's sharp as a tack. He's amazing. They're trying to rewrite history now because Kamala failed. They're trying to rewrite history because they were trying to carry her across the finish line. They were convinced, or at least they were trying to convince other people that she was going to win. And now that she got her fucking ass blasted, they're all going, oh, yeah, we knew she was shit from the beginning, but it's really Joe Biden's fault, and the Democrats lied to us. Please. Grand Poobah with $2 says Biden's endorsement had nothing to do with it. They kept Harris as the new candidate because they didn't want to lose the millions of dollars already donated to the Biden-Harris campaign. See, that's what I believed this entire time. That's what I believed. But I think that they're just trying to find a bad guy. They're fighting amongst each other. And in this case, I don't think we're buying it. Vadam with $5 says Joe Biden has always lied and stole people's speeches. He has always mixed up his words when he would speak. Look at old Joe Biden videos. Yeah, I know that. They've always called him a gaffe machine. Since I was a little kid, I remember them talking about Joe Biden and calling him a gaffe machine. But, there was an alertness that was gone from him. There was a vacancy in his eyes. It got worse in the last, I'd say, 10 years or so. Thank you very much, Vadam. That puts, hey, guys, $95 away from our final goal of the evening shows this week. Let's go. Knock out the last 95 in the next 2 minutes, and let's call it another win for the toe. We've had no money asking tonight. You guys have just been knocking it down. I appreciate it. Finish it off. We've had nothing on PayPal or Venmo tonight. So if you guys want to fucking crush that PayPal and Venmo, no percentages taken off on that one. Let's finish it off. Stave with $2. This is a good question. Who you got, Tyson or Paul? If you would have asked me a week ago, I would have said Jake Paul by decision, if not late stoppage, because Jake Paul's 28. He's not a bad boxer. And Mike Tyson, I don't care how fucking good he was in his prime, he's 58 years old. 20 years ago, he lost to something called Kevin McBride when he quit on his stool in the 6th round. So I have a hard time believing that the guy who got beat by fucking Kevin McBride 20 years ago is going to be able to beat a 28-year-old boxer who's 10-1 and has fought professional fighters, who's in his physical prime. But I started watching that Netflix documentary on the fight, that the 3-episode thing. And those fucking documentaries do such a good job of hyping you up and getting you believing in both the fighters that it's got me thinking that Old Man Mike, and a lot of people think it's going to be Old Man Mike just knocking him out with a thudding power punch. I'm going to break from that a little bit. I'm going to say Old Man Mike is going to reach into his bag of tricks as an old man who knows lots of boxing shit, lots of footwork stuff, lots of head movement stuff, lots of little old man tricks. I don't think Mike's going to go out there and just blast Jake Paul and get him out. I think Mike's going to peekaboo. He's going to stick Jake Paul with his jab. He's going to back him up with it. He'll get maybe a body shot off, and then he'll circle out. And then he'll reset in the middle of the ring, maybe double jab Jake Paul. I think Mike Tyson, if he's going to win, he might win by decision. Jake Paul gasses late in fights. Nate Diaz was able to come back against him. Anderson Silva was coming back until Jake landed a jab that caught Anderson off balance and knocked him down. I think I'm still going to say Jake Paul by decision because I think I'm being tricked by that documentary. I really do. I think I'm being tricked. Stop Big Troon says Mike was so out of it and drugged up, he wasn't Mike Tyson. Yeah, but do you think 20 years, 58 years old, made him Mike Tyson. I mean, they had to cancel the last fight because he had a fucking ulcer. Dig Bick says, wasn't McBride the one that had a mental breakdown in the ring and refused to fight, and Mills Lane had to stop it? No, that was Oliver McCall in his rematch against Lennox Lewis. Oliver McCall was the first guy to knock out Lennox Lewis, first guy to beat him. And then they had a rematch, and Oliver McCall, he had a breakdown in the ring. We'll play that one for you in overtime, or clips of it. He started crying. He dropped his hands and was just walking away from Lennox Lewis and sobbing in the ring. It was the most, at the end of the round, he refused to go to his corner. Most fucked up thing. Vidam says, let's go. $1 at a time. Atomic Ray says, because you asked, Vidam. Well, I don't know, man. We got 15 minutes left in the show, and we got $95 left in tonight's goal. I think we're going to do it tonight. I think you guys have got it. You've been fucking awesome and really generous tonight. But $1 at a time, holy shit, that seems tough. $5 at a time would be really difficult. But, hey, everybody throw in. Let's get a little PayPal action tonight. Let's get a little Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo action tonight. And let's go ahead and knock out our goal and do a half hour. Somebody says, Mr. Beat says, I'm not paying for that fight. You don't have to. Do you have Netflix? Like that's streaming right on Netflix. I think you're just going to be able to watch the thing. I don't think that's going to be a pay-per-view deal. So don't worry about it. You know that Scott Jennings guy on CNN? We're kind of having a MAGA night tonight, as I said. You know that Scott Jennings, the Republican that CNN puts on their panels? He kind of riled some people up over at CNN by trashing the late night hosts. Because you know, like Greg Gutfeld over on Fox News has been beating all of the late night hosts. He's the king of late night. Greg Gutfeld from Fox News is the king of late night. My, how times have changed. And the reason for that is Greg Gutfeld picks on all the people that Stephen Colbert and these other guys will not pick on. They refuse to. And Greg Gutfeld remembers to at least try to be funny, while Jimmy Kimmel breaks down crying on the air. Well, Scott Jennings was on one of those CNN panel shows. And let's just say that Republicans are enjoying this moment in history a lot more than Democrats. Uncle Baby Billy's Healthy Elixir with 99 cents. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and do this. Here's Scott Jennings on CNN talking some shit.
Kind of came out of
Mar gets it. The rest of these people have become pathetic. I mean, they stopped being comedians and they started becoming political activists. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel out here crying. I mean, it's pathetic. And so,
by the way, a guy going, Bill Maher gets it. I like that because Bill Maher does get it. The rest of them, yeah, they're weepy cunts.
So, my question is, if you're going to have a late night comedy show, at some point, people might expect it to be funny and not just a constant political screed against one party. And I don't know that this activism for 4 more years is sustainable if you're going to market something as comedy, but the actual product is nothing more than sort of lowbrow political activism.
You know what I love about this? So for the last 4 years, guys like this, the fucking hipster glasses and everything, have been looking at guys like this and going, you fucking square, you fucking dad, shut up, what do you know? These guys just won the fucking election, so now you guys got to sit down and you got to get schooled a little bit because you've been swinging your dicks and you've been bragging about how we don't know shit and we just fucking buried everyone in this last election. So yeah, you're going to sit there and you're going to listen to some of our schooling, which is you guys are weepy fucking dorks. You guys preach to fucking everybody, even when they tell you, I don't want to listen to your preaching. Shut up. There's other shit we could be doing right now. You don't listen, and then you get mad at us when the I told us so comes.
Represent the way a lot of people feel. So it would actually be interesting if the Trump folks could actually make us feel like we're not going to take away your rights. And that doesn't make sense.
That's not what late night comedy is for. Oh, that's Toure. That makes sense. He's fucking unbearable. That's not what late night comedy is for. Late night comedy is for, hey, you may be a lefty, you may be a righty, but who gives a shit? That shit's all stressful and making our widow's peak go even further back in our head. Why don't we all laugh at some weird shit? We got jokes about the people who killed that squirrel. Oh, wait, that's political now, too. The guy sits there and he goes, how about on a late night show where you're supposed to make us laugh until we fall asleep? You don't sit there and fucking cry your eyeballs out like a fairy. And this guy's like, well, maybe sometimes people need to cry. Go watch a fucking Lifetime movie. Not my goddamn problem.
You think it doesn't make sense. A lot of people think that actually makes sense. That is the way a lot of people
Yeah,
see it.
that is their audience.
Is that their mission, to be activists and not comedians?
Well, sometimes the comedian does stop telling jokes and say serious things. In general,
Really? When did Johnny Carson, David Letterman, and Jay Leno do that? Please show me. Conan. Like, until he went to TBS and he got preachy too, but then his ratings went down and he had to go. Like, Craig Ferguson. Show me when he was like, all right, I want to stop the show, everybody, for a minute, and I want to talk about Donald Trump. He didn't give a shit.
Generally, a real comedian will have a serious moment in an hour-long set where I'm talking.
You know how fucking awesome Craig Ferguson would have been instead of Stephen Colbert? If they would have moved him up from 10:30 or 11:30 and moved him up to 10:30 after Letterman retired, I would have loved the Craig Ferguson show.
Talking to you as a human to human, and then come in with a joke. But yes, comedians absolutely have the right to say serious, real things about the world. That has been a part of comedy forever, that we can say things that the average person wouldn't say.
Just one other point. During the Biden years, there was nobody that provided more comedy fodder possible than Joe Biden. I mean, he was a walking...
He was made fun of.
He was absolutely not.
He was made fun of. Stephen Colbert danced with vaccine needles. Suck a dick. They blew Fauci every chance they got. Yeah, Biden was really made fun of with kid gloves on. By the way, thank you, Uncle Baby Billy's Health Elixir with 99 cents, $1.49, and $2. Thank you very much. Guys, that's going to put us $90 away from tonight's goal. Let's go. Everybody throw in a few bucks. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. We got 10 minutes left. We're $90 away. Let's all hit it. Let's knock it out as a family.
He was left alone. Harris was left alone.
No.
They got nothing. They didn't get 10% of what they deserved.
He's too old. He doesn't understand. I mean, he seemed like Gerald Ford, the way they portrayed Gerald Ford.
SNL never got Biden right until Carvey came in the last couple of weeks.
They roasted him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
I think comedians actually have They roasted him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. That's what they're supposed to do.
Different problem here, which is that I think people are a little bit bored of Donald Trump. In both directions, and I think you see this in the frankly in the cable news ratings. You see it in circulation numbers and subscription numbers for publications that are not the New York Times. I think that the level of sustained interest, not just outrage, but just interest in following day to day, who did he fire today, that kind of stuff, I think is a lot lower. And I think
I like this guy too. This guy's good. All the white guys are right in this one. I'm sorry. It's coincidence. It has nothing to do with them being white.
Not just a problem for news. I think it is a problem for the late night shows. If the late night shows were broadly of interest to people who can't stand Donald Trump, their ratings would be a lot higher than they are right now. Mm-hmm. And so I think that, the part of the, if you're a comedian who does not do...
Why do these fucking lefties feel the need to defend the late night shows? Motherfucker, Toure, you're not getting a job, dude.
A daily show that needs to be keyed to the news. I think the solution is that you are probably less political than comedy has generally been over the last few years, because I think people are exhausted.
People might also want an escape, and also given that Elon Musk kind of lost it about Dana Carvey's impression of him this weekend, it's not going to go over too well with this new crowd.
No,
it's not. The pro-Trump people aren't going to be willing to laugh. Are you out of your fucking mind? Thank you to Billy Roscoe for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you very much, guys. That puts us $80 away from knocking it out. We got 8 minutes left. $80 away. Everybody jumps in. We're going to get this thing hammered out, and we're going to do 30. We're going to put 30 minutes back on the clock in 8 minutes, and we're going to do more, and we've got a lot more for tonight. We're celebrating, man. I'm sweating my fucking dick off in this sweatshirt. I've had a beer like a big boy. Big boy had a beer tonight. Go ahead and throw in a few bucks. You got the PayPal link in the chat. You got the Venmo link in the chat. You got the Super Chats. You got the Rumble Rants. Why not? $80 away. This can be done. How about a couple of big ones? Shut up, J-Bra. Shut up, hobo. That's not what I meant. You know, if I say anything that could be taken as gay, those are the first two guys I think of right away. That came out wrong too. I don't mean like sucking a dick. I mean like I worry about what the two of you are going to say. And if on the off chance couple times a week Roots is in here, I stress about these things. I'm being vulnerable. I'm letting you in. And when I say things that could be considered, as the kids on the playground say, faggy, I go into the chat and I go, I think I'm just going to pretend those guys aren't there. J-Bra says, I plan to donate, but then I just read that they put Vax in our food. I'm triggered. What? Where'd you read that? Vax in food. It's the worst Dr. Seuss book ever. I'm sorry, but the AP fact-checked that in 2023 and said the COVID vaccines are not in our food. And I trust our media, sir. They would never lie to me. They would never lie to me. $80 away. Let's hammer it out. All right, so what are we at? 5.5 minutes left. All right, let's roll up our sleeves. Let's everybody throw in $5 or $10. Let's bust this thing wide open. And let's call... Ooh. Oh, my God. That can't... No, that's not real. I just keep getting breaking news, and I just keep saying, no, that's not real. Guys, let's throw it in. Let's knock out this last $80. And let's call it another win for the toe. We've only got $80 to go. And then it's a perfect week of evening shows. So everybody throw in links in the chat. Hammer it out. 5 minutes to go. Here we go. It is rally time for the old toe. We've had a fun show, and I got more for you. So let's keep throwing it in. This is the clarion call. This is for everybody. All hands on deck. Money, 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 money. Let's pay our way. If it's not real, you can tell us. Someone sent me a text that said shit's going down because Keanu was spilling all the beans on her show today. And someone showed a comment from someone, and I think they're pretending to be April, saying, I trusted you in the comments. And I was like, no fucking way. But I don't think that was her account name. I can check here. Let's see. Maybe I can't. Maybe it won't show me. No, I don't think that was it. Yeah, I don't think that was it. All right, guys, we only got 4 minutes left. Let's do this thing. Let's throw in a couple bucks. Goldsteiner says no win for the toe. I hope that's not the case. You guys have been crushing it all night, and we just got to run $80 off the scoreboard or $35 off the scoreboard just to buy the extra 30. We got 3.5 minutes left. Let's hammer it home. I love you guys. You're the absolute best. We've knocked out all of our goals this week. We haven't come up short one time. Let's keep that going. Let's keep it up. $80 away. And, oh, wait, I was wrong. We had 3.5 minutes left, so we're not at the 3-minute mark yet. Boom. Keep it going. Billy Roscoe says this week is going to be amazing. Dude, this week is, holy shit, you ain't kidding, dude. The shit I've been getting sent, it's fucking wild, man. I'm going to have a lot of shit to check up on after the show tonight. I don't want to be playing stuff just cold. I want to be researching it. Thank you, Billy Roscoe, for getting us jump-started. $65 away from tonight's goal and an extra 30 minutes of Steel Toe. Keep it going. Front Porch Conservative with $4.99 says, okay, it's rally time. Skol, how are we feeling about the Vikings this weekend? Awesome. I'm feeling awesome about the Vikings. Our left tackle might be out, but we're playing the Titans, and I think we'll fucking smoke them. $10 from Sneed Dave Williams says the irrelevant wife of Geno is dropping wild shit right now. It's going to be a heated evening in Spicer tonight. Now, her show was recorded earlier. She's not live now, I don't believe. I think her and Geno are out for her birthday. Thank you very much. That's $10 off the goal. Kiff gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, Kiff. That brings us down to $45 away from tonight. Thank you guys for your generosity. Look at them rally. Look at them go. 2 minutes left. Let's see if we can hammer this out in regulation. You're inside of $50, but I think we can get the rest done. 2 minutes to go. Everybody throwing in. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. It's wide open. Just knock the rest of it out. And let's call it a W. Jay Bra, are we really going to resort to calling them money shots? I know what you're doing. I got to be honest. I'm excited to watch that Keanu stream. Oh, and Sean's live with a members-only show? Oh, choices. 1 minute left. Dig Bix with $1 says, as I said, the Army doesn't pay a lot. Thank you, Dig Bix, for the $1. That's awesome. Jane says there is nothing from a fake or real April in Keanu's show. All right, 40 seconds to go, guys. $45 away from tonight's goal. Let's finish it off. If you're feeling 20, throw in 20. There's only a couple more of those we need. Buffalo Jockey with $5. $40 away from tonight. 30 seconds left to go. Pants Maestro, let me take care of your goal tomorrow. Let's do some butter. My dignity will not allow me to do butter. Loaded Wrench with $10 over on YouTube. 35 away from tonight's goal. All right, 20 seconds to go. Oh my God, $30.99 from Miss Tay says just to fuck with the haters. I think that's 15 American dollars that we're taking home from that. $20 away from tonight's goal. 10 seconds left in regulation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Thank you guys very much. Billy Roscoe with 10. $10. I think I gave Miss Tay a little too little credit for what $30.99 Australian is. So we're going to give Billy Roscoe the full 10 on that one. $10 away from tonight's goal. And then it's another win for the toe. Pants Maestro says, how about selling me that wrench you were talking about the other day? I like you, Pants Maestro. I just don't know if I trust you. Oh my God. I got to go check this out. This might be legit. We might be seeing a bit of a meltdown this evening. I'm checking my messages. I'm just seeing. Oh, my lost interest already clipped my stuff about Geno. That's nice. Thank you, my lost interest. Do you think that those clippers have like little wars with each other, like passive-aggressive little wars? Where, like, if Stalin gets a clip up, my lost interest is like, God, that motherfucker. Or, like, Alyssa Clips beats Stalin to someone. He's like, that fucking bitch, I hate her. I need to know. I need to know if there's any inter-clipper drama. I think I'm gonna let Geno know and be like, hey, tell your old lady that, let the Clippers back in. It's good for your channel. It's good for your show to let those Clippers back in. Let them. I think if Keanu got, this screed she went on today. I think if she let the Clippers clip that, I think she'd get some traction. Hobo Chili says Doom is big league. The rest are under him. Oh, that's right. There's Doom too. Doom is pretty good. All right, guys, $10. You guys missed by only $10 during regulation. So, hey, do you think we could do the $10, $1 at a time during overtime? Bring your. Oh my God! I saw a text from SP, and I just saw I'm out, and I was like, "What the fuck did I do?" She says, "Bring your Red Bull if you need it for the car ride tomorrow. I'm out." She's out of Red Bull. I have cherry Dr. Pepper, not diet. I'm raiding my lady's fridge whenever I leave. Look at this. Should we put a poll up in YouTube and see who's everybody's favorite clipper is? Oh, Pants Maestro, I said I'd send you a physical wrench. Fuck that, dude. You send me $20 right now, I'll send you 2 wrenches. I will. I'll send you 2 wrenches if you throw $20 into the show right now. And you got to DM me somewhere and send me your address. $20 tonight, I'll send you a couple wrenches. And I'll write steel toe on the wrenches. And I'll throw in a YouTube sticker, a steel toe YouTube sticker as well. That's a goddamn deal. Pants Maestro. You're one of the good ones. Pants Maestro came in here, the first time he came in here, just busting my fucking balls, just beating the shit out of me, right? And now look at us, trying to get my fat ass to eat butter on the show. He's a good man, that Pants Maestro. But yes, $20, and we'll send you a couple of wrenches. $10 away from tonight's goal. Like I said, let's do that $1 at a time. My YouTube crashed here, so just bear with me one moment while I reset that. Kiff with $1.99 says, don't catch a DUI and pull a cheese tonight. I won't pull a cheese tonight. I promise. All right, that's $1.99. I got to keep track of those. We're trying to get this $10 taken care of $1 at a time. So everybody throw in on Rumble, Streamlabs, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships, what have you. Let's hammer out the last 10. God damn, you have no idea, man. I just want to watch this Keanu show. I really want to. Oh, fuck. Because I'm just getting so many messages from people. They're just like, you got to see this. It's going down. It's fucking insane. So on and so forth. Pants Maestro with $20 says, I'll DM you on X tomorrow. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. That is very kind of you. Jane says, let's watch Keanu together. I can't because I can't. She's going to talk about things I can't broadcast on my show. So I don't want to, And plus, I want Keanu to get the views, So go over to Keanu Thompson on YouTube. I'll get the link here, and I'll play it for you. Bear with me for 1 second. I do wish there was a bear with you eating you. 1 hour and 20 minutes is the timestamp. 1 hour, 20 minutes. There you go. Links are in the chat, pinned to the top of the YouTube channel. That's where Keanu apparently goes off, Queen. There you go. Roots. That is fucking disgusting. That is fucking disgusting, you piece of monkey shit. God damn it, do I hate you. You wigger asshole. By the way, guys, Pants Maestro just knocked out the goal. Another win for the toe. I hope you guys have had a goddamn blast tonight. I hope you guys have had. Look at those. The subs are jumping. Ooh. Why did SP say fuck you? No, SP says fuck you. What did I do? Sneed Dave Williams with $5 says what she's revealing is destructive to April's case, openly confirming she lives in the second house. I thought, okay, I'm confused because I thought we all knew that. Elzabelza says, you fucked up, Aaron. Hobo Chili's recipe says, good SP, leave him. Fuck you, she says. That's because when she wrote the bring your Red Bull if you need it for the car ride tomorrow, I'm out. I thought she meant like, I'm out of here. And then she said, fuck you at the end. She didn't even spell it right. She fucked up the you part. $5 from Pants Maestro says, and because I want to get as close to $20 as I can for you, Aaron, I always pay. Just know when you're ready for butter. No, I'm going to send you 2 wrenches. They're going to be Craftsman wrenches. Only the best for my boy Pants Maestro. You should know that. Hobo Chili says, don't worry, Aaron, we'll take care of her. Last time a guy told me that, I ended up getting divorced. But I trust you, Hobo. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, let's do the Jason Kelce shit in his pants thing. Jason Kelce admitted to shitting his pants before a game. Now, this doesn't surprise me because Jason Kelce just kind of seems like a big, giant monster who just shits his pants because, you know, who can be bothered to get up from the chair? But this all comes because a Detroit Lions player had this stain on his ass during their game with Houston. Now, he says he didn't shit himself. He says he sat in Gatorade on the bench. Now, that does look like a place where you'd sit your ass. That does look like it could be a yellow or orange Gatorade. It also looks like it could be a runny fart full of shit. So the internet, as it naturally is kind of divided on whether or not this Detroit Lion shit his pants. Well, this is why we have other professional athletes. So they can let us know, they can kind of guide us on what this might be. Now, let's say this Detroit Lions guy really did sit in Gatorade. That means that Jason Kelce is about to admit to shitting his pants for no fucking reason. Like, I understand him doing it to, like, get this other football player's back. But the other guy's denying shitting his pants, dude.
This is rough. This is why I hate white pants. This is one of the reasons I hate white pants. I would like to say that I have not ever done this. And luckily, I haven't been out there during a game and done this before. But listen, sometimes, you know, you're exerting a lot of effort on the field. And if you get caught in the wrong type of gut situation.
Nah, dude, what do you mean? If he said it right here, hey, y'all, I sat on some Gatorade.
Come on.
Right. He said, I sat on some Gatorade. So Jason Kelce is in the middle of admitting to shitting his pants because he's an offensive lineman and he's grunting. And as he grunts and he gets hit in the stomach, he shits himself. Like a woman who's had too many kids and she like pisses when she laughs. That happens, by the way. Fucking happens, dude. Sorry. I don't think I've been with it. Well, I mean, I've only had children with one person, but I don't think I've just heard that the pissing when you laugh thing is a thing for women. If you're a dude and you piss when you laugh, you have no excuse. That's just fucking weird.
Dude, Travis, you and I both know he ain't sit on no Gatorade. Not in that exact specific spot. We all know what that is. And he has nothing to be ashamed of. I am here to have your back, James. I have done this. Dude, I did this before a game once.
What is this,
and
high school?
I felt, you know, like when you shart and you know that.
No, I don't. You don't need to do, there's no reason for you to do this. The guy didn't shit his pants. You could have walked away from this whole thing and just went, haha, just kidding. LOL, JK. I was just being a fat, dumb lineman.
There's a possibility something just came up, but you're not certain.
And I remember turning. You got to get off the field.
I turned, and I'm not going to announce names. I turned to my buddy, my O-line friend, And I was like, hey, can you check me? Because I think I might have just shit myself, right? And he checks me, he says, you're good. I go out for warm-ups, do the whole warm-ups. Lane comes up to me after warm-ups. He's like, hey, you got shit all up and down your pants right now.
Why are we laughing about this? This is horrifying. A 320-pound grown man is telling us that he shit his pants and was just walking around with shit all over his ass before a football game. What the fuck, dude?
So in between warm-ups and the start of the game,
that should seep through.
I keep my shoulder pads on, take off all of my all of my lower half.
All of it.
Get in the shower and showering.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. And you felt that nasty. You had to
dude,
get it out. Yeah.
it was disgusting.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, this is not the first time it's happened. I know many players that this happened to. It could potentially be Gatorade. I think it's probably highly likely it was a shark that went awry. Because it's just this white pants, man. It's risky.
It's not risky. Just don't shit yourself. Why do I feel like the weirdo in this whole thing? And I'm just the guy going, don't shit your pants. I didn't think that this was like a big thing that we needed to discuss. Jesus Christ. Vidam with $5 says SP is a hardcore Steel Toe Morning Show fan like all of us. Welcome, SP. Well, she says thank you, Vidam, because I speak for my women. I don't know, man. I don't like Jason Kelce just admitting that he shits himself and then being so happy about it. Let me open up these last few stories that we've got for you tonight. Oh, yeah, we got the hockey player who was banned for calling somebody a Mennonite. How about this bullshit, by the way? Did we talk about this morning? The fact that, I've never watched Yellowstone, and, SP and I wanted to watch Yellowstone at one point, but yesterday we were both like, wait, did they just give away that Kevin Costner just died? So, Kevin Costner's dead. Kevin Costner's, well, not Kevin Costner himself. Kevin Costner's character is dead. And now what? I'm supposed to just start watching this show? So, I want to watch Yellowstone, but, every time I see Kevin Costner come onto the screen, I'm like, oh, he's going to die soon. I didn't know that we still did that. It's just right there. Right there on TMZ, right across the front page, breaking news. Kevin Costner dies in Yellowstone. What? No. Now I can't watch it. And I'm usually, you know me, if you've watched the show for a while, I don't usually mind spoilers. But when it's the main guy and I don't know he's going to die, you can't just blast that all over social media. Okay, when Avengers Endgame was coming out, I kind of got the vibe that Iron Man was going to die. In fact, a lot of people were kind of theorizing that Tony Stark was going to die in Avengers Endgame. And I saw it, I think I saw it when it came out on Amazon. I didn't see it in theaters. And when it came out and I was able to watch it, I had already found out that Iron Man dies at the end. I didn't mind. I wanted to see how. And I was not disappointed. It was really, really awesome. But when it's an episodic TV show like that, I don't know. There's something about that rubs me the wrong way. I don't like it. This story is really unsettling. This one's out of Indianapolis. A missing man, guy who'd been missing for 3 days, was discovered dead in a Planet Fitness tanning bed Monday after he walked into one of the gym's locations on Friday. There is a chance that this man cooked for 3. There's no way that tanning bed was on the whole time, though, right? Those are set to timers. If this guy was in a tanning bed for 3 days and it was on the whole time, you would have smelled like this guy's rotting to death, right? Or not rotting to death. He's already dead and he's rotting. Even still, after 3 days of a guy just sitting in a building dead, it's going to stink. The body of Derek Sink, more like Derek Stink now, am I... Speaking of shitting your pants, The body of Derek Sink, 39, was found around 9 a.m., about 4 hours after the fitness center opened for business, according to reports. The gym was open all weekend. It was then open for 4 hours on Monday before they found a rotting corpse that had been there for multiple days while everyone was exercising. What the fuck? A woman who visited the gym Monday morning told WTHR a foul smell was wafting through the building before the body was found in the tanning bed. The tanning bed has a door, I believe, but still, why are we concerned that the tanning bed has been closed for 3 days potentially, said Elizabeth Lynn. The day before, Sink was reported missing by family who had not heard from him since Friday. Ugh. And this is the guy. He looks like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, that's a commercial. Never mind. That might actually be Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. So this guy was decomposing in their gym while their gym was open all weekend long, and they didn't find him rotting in the tanning bed. Don't you start stinking like pretty soon after death, like 12, 18 hours after you die? Don't you start smelling like shit? I don't know. Yeah, Day One Salt says it's like that pumpkin you leave on your porch a week after Halloween. Right. It looks terrible. Let's go to the phones real quick. Ryan the Garbage Man wants in. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, you're talking about Yellowstone.
Yeah.
How you don't want to watch, Kevin Costner's character's going to die. How many times have you watched Breaking Bad? You know Walter White is going to die.
I've actually, the 3 times I've watched it, I've never made it that far. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
No, I understand.
By the way,
No. I get it. I get it. I understand. Yeah. Like, I watched Breaking Bad. I watched Better Call Saul twice. I get it.
I started on the Yellowstone prequel, 1883. Very fucking good.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. There's a Yellowstone prequel. Didn't that show just start like a couple of years ago?
There's 2 Yellowstone prequels. The first one is called 1883. And the second one is called 1923. The first one has Sam Elliott, Tim McGraw, and Faith Hill in it. Very good.
So,
very solid series.
Wait a minute. How can a show as young as Yellowstone have 2 spin-offs already, 2 prequels?
Well, this tells a story of their ancestors making their way across the prairie.
Oh, well, fuck me to death, I guess.
Very, very, very solid series. You should check it out.
All right, I will check it out. Thank you very much, Ryan. Hey, and what's the specialty on the moonshine this year?
Sour cherry.
Sour cherry, man. That sounds fucking good. All right, and there's not going to be any butter chunks this year?
No chunks whatsoever.
All right.
Maybe a chunk of cherry in the bottom. That's about it.
Ooh, that sounds good, man. Thank you very much.
All right. Later.
Later. Here you go. There we go. Ryan the Garbage Man letting me know. See, now I just feel way too behind on Yellowstone to start it. There's 2 prequels already. This is funny. This is just something stupid. We got like 5-10 minutes left. This is just some retarded shit. This is fun. A bank robber put a pillowcase over his head to hide his identity and then had to take it off because he forgot to put eye holes in it. Matthew Davies failed to create eye holes in the cover ahead of the armed raid at a bank in the UK last September. The 47-year-old who threatened staff with a meat cleaver. See, because you can't have a gun in the UK, so you still got to rob places like it's, $12.97. He left the branch with nearly $2,000, but was later arrested. See, if your score is going to be $2,000, that ain't worth it because they're going to catch you. Robbing a bank? Fuck that, dude. You got to get at least 5 figures. Otherwise, it's just not worth running into the cops, probably getting caught. I don't like that. $2,000. Davies pled guilty to a charge of assault and robbery. A hearing in the High Court in Glasgow heard how Davies entered the Bank of Scotland branch and pulled the meat cleaver from the pillowcase before putting the betting item on to cover his face. Wait. This dipshit walked into the bank, face out, pulled his weapon out of the bed sheet, put the bed sheet on, forgot to cut eye holes in the fucking... They should have just shot this retard. The failure to create eye holes meant he had to take it off. So this is like the Klansman in Django Unchained. Davies then repeatedly battered a glass partition at the bank's counter with the meat cleaver and left the branch with 1,980 pounds. The court heard how a witness then followed Davies from the branch to his home. That's fucking ballsy. Police later found the cash and a pillowcase consistent with what he put over his head. They also discovered a stun gun. Oh, this is just weak. Dude, even bank robberies in the UK are pussy. That's why you need guns, man. They just make things more exciting, you know? They just make shit more exciting when there's a gun involved. Bank robbery with a meat cleaver? What are you going to do? Take money or butcher a deer? Get the fuck out of here. Now, somebody's got a gun, they stick it in your face and say, give me all your money? Sure. And would you like to go back into the safety deposit boxes? Just don't kill me. But a meat cleaver and then a dipshit so dumb he doesn't cut holes in his pillowcase? Ugh. Dig Bick says, get yourself a blue dye pack that turns you into a member of the Blue Man Group and ruins the money. They do that, yeah. So you're going to steal cash from a bank, and the minute you try to spend it, blue dye all over the place. 09 Canyon says, that's as bad as the guy who wrote his stick-up note on the back of his own deposit slip with his name and account number on it. Jesus Christ. MSO says, can someone get Aaron some hair for Christmas? Dude, believe me, I've been touching lately. And like I think this last year has been stressful on your boy, because nowadays I start touching and I go, I'm going to stop when I feel hair. And it go, see, now right there, I can feel hair. But they're little wispy guys. Like, when can I feel hairline? I can feel hairline. There's a lot more top of my head than there used to be. This is not good. Thank God my career was never based on my physical appearance. That is remarkably helpful. You have no idea. Before we get out of here, we're going to stay in London, where a hockey player, Landon Sim, was suspended 5 games. This is Canada. They have a London in Canada. Who knew? London Knights forward Landon Sim was suspended 5 games by the Ontario Hockey League on Monday for referring to an opposing player as a Mennonite. Now, first of all, I don't know when. I played sports. Not trying to brag. I got pussy and played sports, bro. But I played sports. I did my fair share of shit talking. I don't remember Mennonite being a badass heckle. Whatever. Hockey players were always weird. Was the guy Amish? Well, he couldn't have been Amish if he's playing hockey. So what the fuck are you calling a guy a Mennonite for? And why is that a suspendable offense? I mean, if he called him the N-word or Frenchie, that's fine. But Mennonite? Hey, you're really hardworking, but your women have beards. I don't know, that's not so bad. The 20-year-old, not for me. No thanks. The 20-year-old was ejected and assessed a game misconduct at the end of the first period of London's 5-1 win on November 6th. The OHL found Sim contravened the league's code of conduct. Oh, God, this is why. It's because Canada's full of fucking pussies. Intending to provoke an opposing player that was marginalizing on both religious and cultural grounds. If you call somebody a camel or goat fucker, does that count as anti-Islamic, or are we kind of threading the needle on that one? I need to know in case I take up hockey in Canada. So Mennonite is offensive on cultural and religious grounds, so they had to suspend him for 5 games. God, sports is so gay. You remember when the NFL made it a penalty to say the N-word? And then they like stopped enforcing that rule after like 2 games because they realized the only people they were penalizing were black players. That was my favorite because they were like, this was when the NFL was in their big end racism, but like we're gonna confront racism and we're not gonna tolerate any intolerance. So anybody who says the N-word on the field, they're gone. Out of here. Gonzo. Fuck them. And like 2 weeks after the season started, they're like, yeah, we're not going to enforce the N-word penalty anymore. Why? It's all black guys saying it to each other. Like none of the white players are, they're not rolling the dice with that one. It's just the black guys. Nomo says, so trash talking in Canada is illegal. Yeah. It's about right. You can't trash talk in Canada now. You play like a bitch. That's offensive to women. You can't be saying that. You're out of here. What else? Yeah, all the gay stuff is obviously off the table. I can't really, are there any really good taunts you can use that don't offend someone on fucking human rights tribunal grounds? I don't think so. Great. No sports in Canada. If we were thinking about expanding the NFL into Canada, we're not doing it anymore. Fuck it. Go to Germany, go to the UK, whatever. We're not fucking with Canada. It's no fun. They've taken all the fun out of the game. Guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much. I left my voice here in the studio tonight. Thank God we got Johnny coming in tomorrow. We knocked out all of our evening show goals for this week. Thank you so much. You guys are even heavy, $10 for tomorrow morning. And we have, we've got more MAGA celebrations coming tomorrow morning as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your night. I'm going to go shower up and I'm going to go treat my lady to a lovely rest of the evening. You guys have the same. Take it easy. Talk to you at 6 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night.